Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this?
I am Roland Johns. I am Sim Racing.
I'm Wes Fuller, driver the number 35, stand up to Cancer Ford. I am Sim Racing.
Hi, I'm Cameron Peterson. I am Sim Racing.
What's going on? It's Rob Biotti from iRacing, driving the number 44 Toyota Camry, and I am Sim Racing.
Hello, I am Christopher Hamilton, and I am Sim Racing.
Hi, I'm Eric Andrews. I am Sim Racing.
We are Sim Racing.
Well, I want to welcome everybody back to the iRacing short course, and it's been a 3-week hiatus. We had a little racing to get out of the way, a little 1 week break, but here we are back in Crandon, Wisconsin at Crandon International Raceway. The sun is getting low in the sky, and it's time for round number 3. Host is Connor Berry and Bronson Cheramani. Of course, we want to thank our sponsors, CBR, AIM Data Systems, Sparco, Signature Propellers, Super Clean, K&N, Lawrence Equipment, and Rigid Industries. And of course, myself, Dave Arnold, joined alongside Randall Alvarez.
Thank you, Dave. Let's talk a little bit about last race and the highlight from that race.
Well, it was quite interesting. Really shook it up here for round number 2. Mason Prater broke out early, ran it all the way to the checkered flag. Holton Highrider would be right behind him in second, followed by Luke Knupp. How will round number 3 shake out? Well, we're going to find out and get our qualifiers as we start to finish up this practice here. We'll find out who's the ones to keep an eye on, Randall.
You know what? We are at the short track now, and it is going to be afternoon. So I think Mason Prater should still have a good run now that he's 2-time winner for this second round coming into third. Holden Highrider has been fast out there. We're definitely going to have to see what happens. Let's take a look at the drivers that are out tonight.
Who are the big dogs, we say?
So it looks like we got Luke Knupp out there, Holden Highrider, Mason Prater, Zachary Drapkin, Brody Graham, Oliver Golding, Ethan Ebert, Colton Burns. Looks like Braden Cheramani out there, Elliott Watson, Keaton Swain, Mateus Arohan. It looks like Hot Sauce is out there, Darren Hardesty, or
Good,
as we re-nickname him,
Hotspot.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Alan Impudia is back.
Nice.
Number 10. Look at that.
Great dude.
Yep. And then we have Ricky Johnson in the number 6. Francisca Pieta. He's back too. Looks like we have Brock Dickerson out there. Randy Merritt. Looks like Nicholas Dachlet. That one I'm going to have a hard time with. John
Olger.
It looks like Trey Hernquist is out there. Look at that.
Mikey Lawrence.
Good to
see you back.
Blake Butler. Oh my gosh. Again, one of my old buddies, Christopher Hamilton. Missed out on, or he showed up for season 1. You remember he used to race at that all silver Pro 4?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
He just came back from Japan. So he's looks like he's racing this. Awesome. Looks like Elias Hanna's out there. Kyle Cooper, Chase Carr, Ethan Groom, Caden Danbury, George Lamosis. Good to see him out here. Looks like
Camille Di Giovanni.
Thank you.
Or we'll just call it Camille D. Like we call our dad, Joey D.
There you go. Then we have Drake Matag out there. Bronson Cheramani, who's a admin. So he'll be helping out Connor Berry. And then Jake Hill.
Well, speaking of a couple names you mentioned out there, Connor Berry wrapping up the Mod Car Championship at Lucas Oil Off-Road.
Yeah.
Also, Elliott Watson ended up taking the championship in the Pro Buggy, 8 for 8, and just swept that series. See, Alan Puri, of course, he's coming off of that big 1,000 win last year. And then I see John Holcher out there. Well, he wrapped up the Midwest Championship in Pro Light.
Wow. So we got some stars out in the field.
Oh yeah, definitely. And don't forget also another little champ out there, also at the UTV World Championships, George Lamosis. As well as at Lucas in the 170. I mean, it's just so awesome to see all these kids.
I think we talked about that last time. We were, I think, talking behind the scenes about George Lamosis, and I was watching him race the UTVs. I think it was a couple weekends ago when they were over at Chandler.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And then he raced out at the UTV World Championships out there and kicked some butt again. Kid's fast.
Yeah, he is. Especially because a lot of those, vehicles are pretty much the same. So you gotta really work on your driving craft to get around people.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
You guys figure out the tricks, yeah. I'm not gonna say a newbie always has the same chance as a seasoned one like young George.
That's true. That's true.
He can't even legally drive yet. He drives better than, these kids drive better than most parents I know.
Yeah, and you put these kids in a probably real car, and they'd handle it pretty well if they could fit. But it's pretty crazy how well they drive in iRacing. Like I remember popping in and racing against Luke for the first time, just on a road course, and he made me look bad.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of these guys just have natural talent. It's pretty awesome to see that.
Canup, Prater, all these kids I've watched grow up there. Watson was I see how Ashton Perfect's out there. He was a little trophy car kid, now racing gonna be racing the desert. Mikey Lawrence, his family grew up racing off road.
So tonight,
Dallas Nord, awesome.
So tonight's race is going to be a little bit of a long one, but it's going to be good. We have possibly up to 3 heats. Most likely, with the amount of drivers we have, looks like we have 36 drivers. So I'm pretty sure we're going to get to 3 or 4 heats.
Is that 36 or 34?
It says 34, but we're waiting on 2 guys to connect, so possibly 36. So possibly going to see 3 heats out tonight. Then we have a C main and a B main, and then from there we're going to go into the feature. So a little bit of a longer night, but we should see some good racing from out here on the short course.
I like to call those LCQs. Sounds more dramatic.
Last chance qualifier.
I'm in the B main, in the C main.
If I remember correctly, since we do have up to 3 heats, we're gonna have only top two being taken from there. So I believe they take the top 10, and then they take the top 2 from each one.
Yep.
And then from each LCQ, they take 1 driver.
Yep.
So
that is correct.
And I believe,
but they've made liars out of us before.
They have. So we'll have to see how it formats.
What do you mean they took 3?
I guess they're having more drivers out tonight.
Yeah.
But I think we should see the Land Rush tonight too. So even though it's a short course, they should start off with the Land Rush. So it's gonna be kind of fun.
They actually ran this at night. I don't know, was it been 3-4 weeks ago?
Yeah, you're telling me about that. That's awesome.
Yeah. And this is the exact course that they run here. They don't light up the whole track, which would be really cool, but nobody really sees it back there at nighttime. It's kind of cool.
Night is always a lot of fun to do anything in, like sports, because it's just a different element.
It's a different feeling. I think it's the energy. If you got a good crowd, the drivers feel it.
Oh, yeah.
Announcers, we feel it. Gets us to get the crowd going. Yeah. Everybody's just in a whole nother electric mood. Yeah. I really love nighttime.
It's the cold air. It's the foggy windshield or foggy helmet. It's that all those aspects of like you can barely see. There's lights in your face.
I don't know where you live, but it gets a little warm in the desert still here in races in the summertime.
I'm just from my experience of playing paintball at night. You had a foggy visor. It was a cool night, and the best part is you couldn't really see because those lights. The moment it hits your visor, it just pretty much every little scratch and scrub just shatters across.
And that's a problem, like a lot of drivers, though. When you're jumping into lights, and you got a little bit of moisture or a little mud on there, and it deflects the lights. And, you got to learn to kind of look away from the lights, try to look, It's kind of like a moth. You want to look into the lights. That's
Yup.
what you want to do.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're like, okay, point at the lights. Okay, now I'm in the dirt.
Yeah, and then you're blinded. You're like, oh, where am I?
But let me also tell you what happens is shadows appear. Ruts are hard to see how deep they are. Is that a rut or is that a shadow? Or is that a ridge that you're seeing that's reflecting that dark spot and it's really nothing? You just don't know. Sometimes you just got to throw the dice.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes to go. Practice is almost over.
Is that the 2-minute warning?
That is the 2-minute warning. Ring the bell. Ding, ding, ding.
And then get into qualifying, which we'll switch from driver to drivers and a few of them to see who's going to qualify, right?
Yes, we will. We'll go through the qualifying lineup, pick some of the guys that are qualifying very well, and throw down some heaters. Talk about them for a little bit. But I haven't seen these guys drive the short course. So I'm really.
Nor have I.
I'm interested to see how this turns out. Well, the long run was nice, but there's a couple zones where there's just really difficult, and a lot of drivers are able to pull away from the pack. Now that they're going to be, not really given a long straightaway, I think this might keep the pack a little bit closer together.
I mean, since there technically are lights in this short course, I think we should have it lit.
I think so too.
iRacing, if you're listening.
Well, they hinted at it. They posted. I saw Connor make a post about it, and then I think he was reposting from iRacing where they were posting about Crandon having lights. It looked like it, but it also might have been someone doing a filter.
Psych.
Because they tested it out. We wanted to see if we can actually get a night race going on for everyone tonight, just as a we did it here first kind of thing, and it went pitch black on us. So looks like the lights are broken tonight. We have to get the generators running again. So we're gonna take it as close as we can to the afternoon before it gets dark.
Well, I think Farmer Joe ran over with his tractor, or the cow ate it.
The cow ate our giant spotlights.
Yeah. No, just the electrical cord.
Oh, that works.
The cow tripped over the extension cord and the place went dark.
That's why you shouldn't only have one extension cord.
Well, down at the old Whittington place, that cow, he gets into a lot of mischief. Could have been playing with that electrical panel again. He's smart.
All right, here we go. Let's get ready for the anthem.
Well, 10 seconds.
And tonight's flag bearer is going to be Connor Berry,
a.k.a. Champ.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Just waiting for Connor to get out on the track, and we'll go from there.
He's got to change hats real quick.
Yeah.
Take the wreath back off. Bet he slept in it. I would have.
All right, and here's our national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the
Well, a great rendition there, of course, always. It's always great to hear the greatest song in the world, as I like to say.
I would agree with you on that. All right, let's talk about some of those guys qualifying out there. So right now, up on top, looks like, Holden Heitrider throwing down a heater, beating Mason Prater out. That's going to see how Mason's doing out on the track. We'll go ahead and ride along with him.
Drapkin, Hardesty, Knupp. They were pretty much the top 5 we saw. On board with Mason Prater. Prater pitching us sideways. Down the front over the down the front straight there.
Getting ready to cross the finish line. Ooh, riding that outside. A little bit of an overshoot there.
There you go. This is definitely a short course here.
Yeah, I think this is the shortest one out of them all.
And what are we seeing on times here? Oh, well, 4 or 5 seconds quicker.
Yeah, Holden Heitrider with a 43.945.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that he is hauling the mail.
Yeah. He licked that stamp and sent it. All right, let's go check up with Luke Knupp out on the track. Looks like Luke Knupp is finishing up his run, throwing out a 44.028.
Not too shabby.
Nope. Looks like a, 10 seconds
You know,
behind
and we
Mason
always
there.
have that invert.
That's true. So that's another thing these drivers are playing for.
Yep.
Let's take a look at Elliott Watson out on the track.
Backing up that championship. One of the factory Honda Talon Desert Pilots.
It's pretty crazy. A lot of these drivers, driving the Baja 500, or is it the 500 and the 1000?
Well, yeah, they also this year was actually the San Felipe 500, but
Yeah, that's what it was. Sorry.
yeah, well, you wouldn't know because it's normally the Baja 500 in Southern Ensenada, still the Baja 500, I guess, but
Just different areas.
just in San Felipe. And then they're talking about 1000's on.
That's so awesome. I can't wait to go see the King of Hammers when it comes out again.
Yeah, that'll be in February. Right around the time everybody started getting coronavirus.
Yeah, because they
Where I was hanging out with 250,000 people.
weren't we talking about that? And
Yeah.
then it got canceled because we were gonna go see that. And
No, it.
did it? It ran.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They did King of the Hammers, and then I flew to Phoenix to do the Lucas Oil Regional Arizona Series. With Pita,
Yep.
Piata, I should say, Francisco.
Give you guys a little bit of an inside look of how much they have to wheel these things. We'll go ahead and
Yeah,
the drop down.
His hands keep busy.
Yeah, and he's definitely in R for racing. So that's one thing nice about iRacing is if someone's spectating or watching or doing commentary, they can't actually they don't let you see any of the person's stats. So if you're like say calling out what their
Gear.
RPMs are
See
and stuff like
another
that,
gear.
yeah, you can't pretty much see what the other team's doing.
Well, they should let us.
I think that's you're only allowed to do that when you're a direct spotter, but I'm under spectator, so I don't get to see everyone's deets.
Oh.
So another thing you guys might notice is there's some mud on the visor. This is what's actually going to happen on the track, and when these guys get behind another truck, it fills up really fast. So they do have to use their tear-offs to clear those visors.
And what tear-offs are in real life are
There you go.
thin layers
Just cleared it.
of basically, a very light plastic that basically pull off the mud layer and you got a clean sheet underneath.
Yup.
Love this turn here at the finish line by the scoring tower.
I like this paint scheme. It reminds me of an RC car.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's just that neon green with like the black Thunderbolt kind of look. Sorry, I've been looking at Pro 4RC cars for a while. All right. I can't afford one in real life, but I'll get one.
I've got a couple of team associated ones.
Those are they're so cool.
Yeah, I got a Pro 2 and a Pro 4. I broke the front differential on the Pro 4 though.
I can imagine.
Now it's a Pro 2-ish.
Pro 2
ish.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get going, let's thank our sponsors one more time for tonight's sponsors for iRacing Short Course. It's not clean.
It's super clean.
K&N air filters.
And I'll tell you, keeps your engine running clean.
Rigid Industry lighting.
Ooh, light up that desert and short course.
CBR performance parts.
Ooh, keep that machine cool.
AIM data systems.
With all your information at the touch of your fingers right in front of you.
Sparco.
The best protection out there.
And I believe that is it. Oh, and Signature propellers.
And keeps those boats hooked up. And I don't want to forget, yesterday was Taco Tuesday.
Oh, you're right. Lawrence Equipment.
There
How
you
can we forget
go.
about them?
That's right. Tortillas made to the finest.
Thank you, Dave. And for our broadcast sponsors, that's going to be Critical Hit Bass Lures and Southern California's Nautilus Media Systems. Ooh, I am ready for tonight. Qualifying is almost over. This is it. All right, so before we get into the first heats, we are taking Holden Heitritter, Mason Prater, Luke Knupp, Zach Drapkin, Darren Harsey, Oliver Golding, Braden Cheramane. Looks like Keaton Swain also made the bubble, Colton Burns, and Ethan Eberts, I believe.
Nice.
It's either going to be the top 10 or the top 8.
Oh, I also forgot to mention Ethan Ebert got his first mod kart win.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Baby.
I saw that post. That was awesome.
Very stoked for him. Heck of a job.
Yeah, and he's been on a run for iRacing Short Course. You know,
He's been off the podium. It's just that top spot just eluded him. But
it
hey,
always does.
Monkey's off the back now. It's all top spots from now.
All right, heat number 1. Here we go. And it is the Land Rush. That is good to see. All right, so out on the track, we're going to have Brody Graham, Elliot Watson, Francisco, Mikey Lawrence, Elias, Hannah, looks like a Nicholas Dutchlet, Christopher Hamilton, Drake Matag, John, man, it's going to... Holchert. Sorry, it's that TG. I can't get that. Ethan Groom, Blake Butler, Jake Hill, and so 12 drivers out there. Looks like one of the drivers starting in the back, everyone else lined up in front. All right, who do you think's who's gonna make it out of this Land Rush?
Wow. Graham, Watson, Peta, Lawrence, Hannah, Dutchlet, Hamilton, Matag, Holter, Groom. Oh my goodness, Butler and Hill.
So Ethan Groom and John. So it's going from 10 to 1. 10 being on the outside, 1 being on the inside, and then 11 and 12 are right behind those guys on the inside.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, so I think the guys in the middle have a better chance. I know the inside gets a little tight, but it also allows you to
say,
kind of
yeah,
shoot it.
4th position, 5th position's pretty good. Usually.
Yeah, so I think Mikey Lawrence is in a sweet spot. Same thing with Elias. I think they're in the right place to be for that run.
Yeah, the guys on the outside, boy, you get a little bit longer distance to go.
Yeah, you do. But you do avoid the crossover that comes from the guys on the inside that have to slide into the corner, and
you get sandwiched.
Yeah, you get sandwiched. So it's gonna be a close one.
Yep. All right, let's see how it's gonna shake out here.
Grading's got should have about a minute left on it. give these guys time to connect.
Right there at the Steal It starting line there. Famous starting line. Still waiting for the grid.
Yep. It's because Connor Berry and Bronson Chermani, who are the admins, are lined up in this heat. So since they're not queued up into the race, the grid won't start until it defaults them out of the race.
Copy that.
So, unlike real racing, where you can make changes like that.
Where the guy there's like, hey, get out of here.
Yeah. iRacing, you cannot. You have to roll through the way
Yep.
it is. And so to get some of the things that we do on the track, like Connor, wearing the American flag and driving it around the track, that requires him to be registered in the race. And so we have to deal with some little hiccups, but I don't mind.
No, it's fine with me. Works good. Kind of curious. You got me really thinking, looking at all these names here in the middle, guys.
It's going to be interesting who makes it through, because that land rush is so difficult. And now that, we're on the short course, you're not really going to be able to get away.
4, 5, and 6, usually the quickest.
Here we go. Green
lines.
flag's out.
Let's see what's going to make a liar out of me now. I don't know.
Oh, it looks like 7 getting into 4.
Oh, actually the pole position, I think. Is that Graham? Well,
Yeah,
it looks
Graham
like
up in front.
Graham and Watson. Watson in the red and white Honda. Watson gets the whole shot.
Elliott able to sneak through.
Graham and Holcher. There's Mikey Lawrence right on the back bumper of Holcher.
Oh, Mikey misses his braking point, sends it in there.
Sends a little bump to Holcher. He transfers it to other couple drivers. Watson got a little bit on the bad end of that. Graham now up front.
Looks like Drake over-rotating just a tad bit.
Across the stripe they go.
Oh, Mikey landing
Ooh.
that jump wrong.
You can see his wheels just weren't hitting right. Definitely scrubbed all of his speed off.
All right, Brody Graham with a strong lead. Elliott Watson right behind him.
Graham with a, it looks like a new, is that like a camo style?
Yeah, he's been running that the past couple races, I
Has
believe. Yeah.
I'm not used to him seeing him right up front. Well, man, I'll tell you what, he's running away on this one. Watson in hopper suit with Holcher on board with Drake Matag in the 581. Custom off-road design.
All right, we are one more lap before we get that comp caution for the heat.
Once again on the short course here at Crandon. Should be seeing that comp caution come out pretty soon. Down around the right-hander.
Beautiful entrance there. Look at that. Right in the front.
Textbook. No sign from the man in the sky up there.
And there we go.
Oh, there it was.
No. Get on the binders.
Yeah. Watson going, I don't need that damage, nor did Brody Graham.
That is the scariest moment, is when you see someone stop and you're like, oh, I can't do that.
Johnny Holcher giving a little love there to Elliott Watson. Drake Matag right behind Holcher. Followed by Lawrence, Piata, Hanna, Butler, Dushlet, Hamilton, Groom, and Hill.
Honestly, I'm pretty amazed that Elliott was able to get past those guys. That land rush was tough, and he snuck through. I think he got lucky because Christopher Hamilton, hasn't really raced this track before, and he looked a little loose coming off that land rush and slid into some drivers.
And Watson just won a Pro Buggy Championship again.
Yeah, so
Just throwing that out there.
Experience pays off. Just want to say.
When you on fire, you is on fire.
All right, here we go.
So Graham will lead them around again with Watson, Holcher, Matag, and Lawrence top 5.
I believe they'll be starting on that front straight right
Yep.
before the jump.
They have a little start zone there on the restart.
Yep.
Nice thing is a different start line than a finish line, which is different from all the other tracks. Just a little point.
And here we go. We are green with 4 laps to go. Brody Graham up in front.
Elliott Watson in tow, right on his bumper. Holcher, a little bit of gap in between him and Watson. Matag.
Oh, slide job from
Ooh.
Holcher.
Ooh, scrubbed a little speed out there. Matag now to the inside. Elliott Watson right on Graham's right quarter panel.
Looks like Holcher was also able to keep his position.
Yeah, luckily didn't scrub off too much speed, but did lose that big gap and run that he had going on Graham and Watson at the time.
Look at that, side by side through the jump. Watson putting his nose up ahead. Question is he going to be able to catch him on that turn? Because he's going to have to brake a little bit harder to get it rounded about. And then Brody will have the inside line. Oh, nope. A little too wide there. Spreads his shoulders.
Watson filled it, and Holcher with a little bit too much speed has contact with Graham, but does not affect his momentum.
You know, that's what we've been seeing these past couple laps. Holcher comes into that corner and just throws a slide job the whole way through. He sends it.
I think he's been a little practice in real time and on the simulator here.
Definitely would agree with you on that.
Holcher doesn't live too far from that track in real life, so
Maybe we can catch a nice shot of him coming up.
AK champ. Brody Graham on board, looking back. And Holcher, and a little contact back there with Pieta. And Matag, Pieta gets by him. Lawrence up to 6th place now. Still on board as Graham chased down Watson. Or I should say pursues at this point. Watson got by, not slowing down. But Graham, not far off the pace still. Randall, he's pretty much got the number there. He can match his speed.
Yeah, he can.
It's just I think Watson in a few turns has a little bit smoother entry and exit. See right there, Graham spinning up, shaved off a little too much speed there.
And time again, we talk about how smooth is fast in these trucks. You have to keep all 4 of your tires connected to keep that power rolling for these.
So we're going to call Watson the winner. Graham in 2nd, with Holcher 3rd.
There we go.
So that means 2 are going out of this one?
That's correct.
Okay.
Now, with that many drivers, I believe we pull 2. So.
All right.
What a run by Elliott there. That was beautiful. All right, let's get ready for heat number 2. Getting these guys off the track, loading up the next set.
All right, getting ready to grid here our 2nd heat race. 2 have qualified, 2 more to qualify, and then a couple LCQs so we can get our main event.
Yeah, it looks like we might actually see a 3rd heat just because we're
Wow.
playing 14.
I'm liking that.
Yeah. So it looks like we have Mateus, Ricky Johnson out there, Alan Impudia, Brock Dickerson, Randy Merritt, Chase Zayden Minder, Chase Carr, Ashton Perfect. I'm mixing names up. Ashton Perfect, Kyle Cooper, Trey Hernquist, Dallas Nord, George Lamosas.
Come on, you can do it.
No, I forgot what it was.
I've done phonetics here. D. Giovanni.
No,
Camille?
Camille. There we go. I want to say
Chamomile.
chamomile.
Chamazel. Chamomile.
I'm sorry.
That's a T.
My brain just says no.
And I think my sister had a cat named that. But no, that's Camille.
Camille Dia Giovanni. There we go. Caden
That's
Danbury.
C.
I apologize, Camille. Look at that.
Joey D's going to come knocking your door down.
I hope not.
No, just kidding. Then you got Captain there. You got Dallas Nord, airline pilot. Is up in the northwest.
It looks like we're just waiting on 2 drivers around. Kyle Cooper and Trey Hernquist.
Yep. Ashton Perfect. Got Chase Carr, Chaden Zane Mender. Killing it again this year.
All right, looks like they might not. Oh, there we go. Kyle.
They may not.
They may not make it. Kyle popped in and popped out.
Having some internet issues.
That does play a huge role into tonight's event. Internet is extremely important.
Haven't seen anybody net coding yet, but
No, we made a small change to the servers so that we'd have a little bit of a better connection for these guys out here. You know, someone that's back that we haven't seen on the track yet is Roland Johns.
love to see him come play in Cranon.
Yeah, I know he's back racing again, so we'll have to see if he comes out and races.
Very cool. What about the other kid? He's in our preview.
Cameron Peterson?
Cameron, yes.
I don't know if he'll come back. I know he's got some other events going, but here we go. With 8 laps to go at Crandon. Land Rush starts off. Alan Pudia getting through the front.
There's a wild one behind him, that's for sure.
Oh, full rotation by, I want to say that was Mateus. Oh.
Talk about high-flying acrobatics there. Very cool with the 2-1-2.
Look at that. And Pudia able to get to the inside. Side by side with Kyle Cooper right now.
Dancing with a legend truck right there. Flannery.
Trey Hernquist and Ricky Johnson both pushing their way through that corner.
And getting a little physical there. Banging and beating on him. Oh, no. On his side. Back slides Hernquist.
Looks like a little bit of a friction turn there.
But it's the Pappas and Beer driver, Alan Impudia, in command. Is that the drinking team right behind him?
That is correct.
Johnson, then you got Chaden Zane Mender. Pumped after his performance this last weekend. Top of the box there, doing a great job.
Look at that, keeps his nose to the inside. Oh, Allen overshooting the corner. Or not, looks like he just went into the fluff a little bit just to get a little bit of a better run.
Yep. Agreed. Ricky Johnson, a great shot there, the number 6. The red with yellow and black on it. Chasing down the all-pink machine. great for Breast Cancer Awareness Month there, always. Running that for October.
Yep.
That's very special to him and his family. His mom, I believe, battled that and won.
That's great to hear.
And it looks like we're going to re-rack and restack him here.
Check this out. Chaden Zane Minder sitting in second. Ricky Johnson over-rotating himself on that
I
last
saw
turn
that.
and taking himself out.
Wow.
Ooh,
Just noticed that.
that happens.
What happens? It happens.
It happens. That's such a hard run, too, because that turn, you saw him throw it in deep, trying to get around Allen, and he just caught the binders there. And we are green again.
That was one of the quickest get ready to go.
Yeah, I guess we're running it.
So Allen and Pudia looking to run this one all the way to the checkers here. Bender, though, trying to say something about it.
Look at back here. Randy Merritt, Chase Carr, and Kyle Cooper
look
getting
at
into
Cooper.
it.
Underneath them. That's a slide job. Textbook.
Merritt able to break away from those guys, but he is definitely beaten up.
Is that a reminiscent of Stronghold with Loctite on the side there, I do believe? Oh my goodness, the old Jerry McGrath truck. I'd love to get a shot of that again.
Is that what Chase Carr is running right now?
Let's see.
The number 13?
Trying to see number it was. I don't know, 4 laps to go. No, it's not Chase Carr. It's not perfect. I don't know where it went. Where did it go? There it is, right there. Oh, 619.
Yeah, that's the Mongo Racing.
Oh,
I was like, what do you mean Jerry McGrath's car?
looks just like the old paint scheme.
Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. Mongo.
Yeah,
Looks like we have a little bit of net coating there.
I thought it was for a second, but now I see it. From a distance.
Wow.
You know, there's all good things, you know, good from far, but far from good.
Yeah. Looks like we're having some heavy net coating between Chaden Zane Minder and Randy Merritt. Randy able to drive through his car without making any contact.
See, Merritt threw me off because he's got the Motul on the side.
Yeah. There we go. Back to normal.
Well, Minder net coated out that time himself, but there was contact. I heard what sounded like metal-to-metal contact.
Yep. Looks like he's back to normal. Able to beat and bang.
Well, I think that's still out for debate, but we'll get back to the racing.
Look at them go around that corner. It looks like Ashton Perfect also has a little bit of a battle going on out in the back.
Well, that would be Chase Carr and Ashton. No, Chase Carr drives real deep, but to scrub too much speed off, can Perfect squeeze back in through. And look at this. He does. Oh! Door to door here. Contact with Carr. Perfect around the outside. Holding that perfect line. No pun intended there.
Carr trying to keep his shoulders wide. Oh, loses it on the final lap.
Very nice smart positioning by Ashton.
All right, back to the front. Alain Pudia leading by a mile.
I forgot he was in this race. He was so out front. But the white flag has been thrown for him. The next one he's going to see is the checkered.
Looks like Randy Merritt still with a good lead in front of Kyle Cooper, so definitely no battle between those two.
There it is. The story has been written here in the second heat race. Allen and Pudia takes the win. Followed by Randy Merritt, Kyle Cooper, Chase Carr, and Ashton Perfect, the top 5. Unfortunately, only Ampudia and Merritt make it to the main. The rest will see the LCQs.
That is correct. Let's see if we get a third heat going. Nope, that is an LCQ.
That is an LCQ.
That is a big LCQ.
That is the mother of all LCQs.
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up.
We are going to be nose to tail around this whole track.
Oh boy.
It's time to take the gloves off, pull the chains.
That, ladies and gentlemen, we have 24 drivers ready to go for this LCQ.
Okay, this will be the ultimate land rush. See, I've actually seen this stacked up like a couple rows deep, which is really cool.
That's insane.
During the Amsoil Cup.
Yeah.
It used to be the Borg Warner Cup before that. Which, by the way, there's a great story about me returning to Crandon 25 years later. Oh. My grandfather used to be part of Borg Warner and wrote the check so they could have that cup that year.
That is awesome.
So it's kind of cool to go back 25 years later and watch R.J. Anderson take the win on that one. I was very stoked. But it was the Crandon Cup.
That's priceless.
And nobody drank out of the cup. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. All right, they're continuing.
Yep, just waiting for some drivers to load in. So this is where, you know, a good internet's important because more drivers equals a little more lag. So you gotta be on your toes for this one.
I think I'll be ready. That's why I wore my flip-flops. So a couple things exciting happening up here. Next Tuesday, I'm flying off to the Moab 4x4 Expo. Get to see Chris Pulvardi and Tanner Faust and a few other great drivers, celebrity drivers are having come out there.
That's so awesome.
Kenny Hawk, the builder. All right, here we go.
Looks like some drivers weren't able to make it, so we're going to be starting without them.
Hammer down. And listen to that roar. As they do populate there.
Oh my gosh.
That's what a lot of people say is cars flipping through the air.
And our survivors looks like
Chase Carr and Holcher.
Yeah, making a run for it.
Holcher's going to get the whole shot there. Carr in that second position. Followed by Pieta. Ashton Perfect. Let's
that looks like a caution flag just came out.
Let's take a look here again and see what happened.
Should we get that on a replay?
I think it's time for a critical hit. Bass lure. Caution report.
I couldn't agree more.
Dun, 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 dun. Let's see what happened. Lots of carnage there off the start. Cars getting sideways.
All right.
Elias Hanna.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Here it is on the shot.
Oh. Going, gone. It looks like Elias got caught up in that pretty heavily, and same thing with Ricky Johnson.
It looked like they were ready to fire him off like the Mercury rockets. They went right to space.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a critical hit Bass Lures caution report.
If you want to catch the big one, critical hit Bass Lures.
Now back live out in the field. Looks like we're getting some drivers, fresh cars, able to get back out there.
I wonder if he's going to come out with critical hit tuna lures.
Ooh, I like that. I like the sound of that.
Yellowfin.
Yeah.
Bluefin.
Deep
They're
sea
running
fishing.
right now. Just saying.
You know, I've never been deep sea fishing. I've always wanted to go.
I guess it is deep. Go out to the 26
That's deeper than a pool.
You can go to the 26 mile bank.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That's where they're running right now, I think. From what I've heard.
The word is.
You know, Austin Farner, Fish Farner, that has raced a few of these, and he's one of those big guys that does that.
All right, looks like everyone else is getting back out on the track. Oh, and we have more drivers.
Oh, look at them. They just showed up.
Yeah, they just, hey, wait for us, guys. We're here since you're in a caution.
Let's join the party, they said, and they let him get right in. I love it. Let him fight it out here.
Yeah, it looks like Drake
Oh, there's a...
not on the track.
Yep. He's trying to catch up to the back of the field there.
Who is up in front? Looks like John and Chase.
Well, it's showing...
It's showing them, but it's because they're lap. So Crandon, since it's a new track, has a couple little bugs for the ticker. So as they cross through the second time, if someone goes and grabs a new truck out of the pits, it puts them in first for some reason. I don't know why. It's just a bug they have.
All right, here we are. Green, green, green. 3 laps to go here. Now the question is, how many will they take out of this LCQ?
Should be top 2 then if they're going for 16 drivers.
I think they can handle 18. Let's pull a couple more. Heck, let's go for 20.
I like it. Let's do it.
We got 26 out there, and they're behaving themselves, sorta.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Ricky Johnson sliding to the inside.
Is that Mateus up there, or is that showing on the board, but he's not in my view?
He might have also ran a lap ahead of everyone. So
That could be very...
That might be another thing happening.
But it's showing Holcher.
It's going to be John Holcher and Mikey Lawrence.
Mikey Lawrence. There you go. I see Ricky Johnson back there.
Oh.
I'm just going to watch the track. Is that Ashton Perfect? Right on Ricky Johnson. You know, the families are good friends.
Ricky loves throwing those slide jobs into the last turn. He's just whipping it.
Look at this. Perfect looking to the inside of Johnson. Oh, I'm sorry. Of Lawrence. Lawrence is going to the inside of Johnson.
Johnson still looking to the inside of Holcher.
There we go. Perfect right there again on Lawrence.
Sorry about the camera, folks. Some of the drivers that don't have the best connection tend to cause a little bit of problems with the camera, so I'm working on that right now. Ricky looking to the inside. Oh, he puts his nose in.
Oh, my goodness.
Can he cross the line in time?
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Johnson takes the win. Holcher.
That was awesome.
Wait a minute. Are they calling Lawrence in front of Johnson there?
Yeah, it looks like Lawrence was able to beat him around there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was dramatic.
We'll have to see how it ticks over.
Well, definitely a trip on how everybody qualified here.
All right. Looks like they're still racing it out, though.
They're duking it out even since finishing.
Yeah, and we're on the lead lap. Look at them go. I don't know what to say.
I don't either. It just says finishing here.
I think they just want to race it out. There's a grudge match going on.
I'm just going to make sure and put an extra lap in.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I can't control that. All right, we are at our 5-minute warm-up. Now's the time to stretch your legs, get some snacks, refresh your drinks, and get ready for some racing.
All right, I'll be right back then.
You got it.
Is the snack bar open?
It is. Oh, man. Those drivers hitting the track. We'll know the lineup once these guys are done with their warm-up.
And let's see what drivers they did pull in.
Well, we won't know until we have the grid, but we can run through some of the drivers right now if you want.
I see a few.
All right, let's go ahead and run through them. Braden Cheramani.
Well, that was a given. Am Ortega.
We got Zap Drapkin. Zach coming off a second-place podium from DXR last night. So he's on a hot one. Brody Graham sitting in the pits. getting himself ready, getting into the mental space of racing.
This is pit crew dressed in the Oakley. Looks pretty sharp.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Carbon fiber pants and
Yeah.
shirt.
Wonder if it's itchy.
I don't think so. It'd just be very stiff. It's like overly starched.
Overly starched. There you go.
Luke up out there.
It was our third fastest qualifier coming in.
Yep. And for our first fastest, Holden Highrider.
Whoa. Was that Eberts that just went right in front of him?
Yep, that was.
Okay.
Eberts. Oh! Clipping the rail there. Looks like he took off a little bit of his fender, but it came back. iRacing said, you can keep it.
You can really see there, it's a good shot showing how they're actually flipping these trucks in the air. A little flick to the side. You see them cock their wheels, get the rear end rotating around.
Yep.
Trying to back it in. Keeping those lines. Very good lines there. On board Mason Prater looking back at Eitritter. I'm sorry, looking at Prater. Right in front, there's Alan and Pudia driving through you. Mason doing really good there so far. You're going to see he was up there in third fastest qualifier, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He was second fastest.
Holden was first, Mason was second, and Knupp was third.
Yep. You just see
I knew that.
Perfect just dodge that rail right before the jump. He
Perfect,
got pushed
yep.
off track.
Perfect
That was a
Motorsports.
close call.
Lucas Oil on the side. He better be running those General tires. Keaton Swain showing off his buggy skills and his Pro Light skills combined. I always think these drivers that come out of Pro Light are going to Pro Light from the buggies really can make those Pro Lights just dance. See, Allen's already got a little damage there, ripped off his fenders.
He's trying to go for a more aerodynamic look there. Open wheel design.
Where's the seat with Little John in it? Where Little John at? Colton Burns. Actually kind of like that paint scheme on there.
Looks like he's running for VW tonight.
The V-dub.
Yep. Ooh.
Is that like when you throw a V8 into a Baja Bug?
Exactly.
Of course, VW is known for their V8 power. Sorry, I just...
Looks like we have hotspot out here.
Darren Hardesty. Yeah, I understand his buggy was so messed up, he wasn't able to race the last rounds at Lucas.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Bummer, which I would have loved to seen him. Whole Hardesty family's awesome. Senior and, of course, Earl and all them. Rest of the family.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, warm-up is over. Let's get over to the grid and watch some racing.
This is going to be a great main event.
Yeah, it is.
First time these guys have all really raced for a main event on this short course here at Crandon International Raceway.
Now, two drivers I'm definitely going to keep my eye on just because of the driving prowess that they have. Elliott Watson and Alan Impudia.
Yep.
We've seen Alan dominate Irish and short course in the summer series, and he's not afraid to move up the field. So definitely going to be a very interesting race.
I'm going to say those are some good ones to keep an eye on, as well as Holden Highrider.
Definitely.
Obvious.
Coming off a hot
Prater
streak.
and Knupp. And Drap Cab, he could either be wreckers or checkers, baby.
He's a little bit of a coin toss, but he's definitely a good driver and does his best out there on the track.
I'm going to call it the dark horse. Another dark horse, always Ricky Johnson.
Ricky was fast today, so
Yeah.
we might see something come out.
John Holcher, Mikey Lawrence, always could show it.
It's crazy. We have such a star-studded field.
So we are 18
That's awesome.
in here? Or 6?
Yeah, it looks like 18 drivers. You were right.
So I was right.
So that means we pulled 3 from the heats and then 2 from the LCQ then. That are 2 from the heats and then...
It was actually
4
more in
from
the LCQ because Ashley
Yeah.
Perfect was deeper in the field.
You're right. It was 4 then.
Want to count my toes?
Yeah. Oh, you're missing one.
Yeah, I had to nod off.
All right, here we go. Waiting on a couple more drivers to grid up.
This is going to be a good main event. The Drapkin, Knupp, Prater, Heitritter, Hardesty, Golding, Chiramani, Swain, Burns, Ebert, Watson, Ampudia, Graham, Cooper, Johnson, Holcher, as well as Lawrence and Perfect. I haven't seen Perfect and Lawrence haven't gridded yet, as well as Chiramani, Swain, Burns, or Ebert.
Run through these guys one more time. Looks like Elliott hasn't gridded yet. It happens. Oh, there we go.
And you can see the sun is low in the sky. The background of Jurassic Park there in Crandon. The Wild Zone. Home of the slip and slide. Natty Lights and cheese curds.
Man, it sounds so good right now.
And I'm sure you'll find a few brats on the grill.
Oh, man. I want some funnel cakes. That's what I haven't had in a while. Like, just... I know, completely off left field, but, like...
It's a high fly ball to left field. We'll bring you back to Wisconsin. Think it's the dairy state. Think cheese products. Think meats.
I'm thinking...
And beer.
For some reason, but I'm thinking like carnival or fair food, so I'm thinking funnel cakes and
I'm
corn
sure
puffs.
there might have been a funnel cake somewhere in the state.
All right, here we
Here we go.
Nope, someone's
Nope.
just getting excited out there.
So there's the 3 basic food groups there: beer, cheese curds, and brats.
I thought it was corn, and corn. Oh wait, that's Nebraska.
Whoa.
Just kidding.
Wisconsin, welcome to the dairy state.
I'm just messing around.
That's like saying Texas is known for the wheat.
All right, just waiting on a couple more drivers.
Still waiting for them to grid up. So do we have 18 in there, or are we just teasing us with 18?
I think it's supposed to be 18, but we're waiting on Ethan Ebert, Colton Burns, Keaton Swain, who were in the warm-up. Same thing with Mikey Lawrence and Ashton Perfect.
Yeah, I know.
And then Braden Chiramani also.
Did they get booted?
I don't think so. They might just be having a hard time gridding.
Did they get to the boot?
I honestly hope they make it because...
Well, good time to thank our great sponsors here. And, of course, this series presented by CBR Performance Products. Keeping those vehicles cool in all the extreme conditions. AIM Data Systems. All the info at the touch of your fingers right in front of you. Sparco. You talk safety, I think Sparco comes to mind. K&N. Keeping these machines breathing clean through the dirt and dust.
Rigid Industries, lighting up the night.
And it's not clean.
It's super clean.
Also, gotta thank, for every Taco Tuesday out there, I think Lawrence Equipment.
Man, that sounds so good right now.
I know.
I want some tacos.
I actually made some last night.
Oh, man.
Homemade tacos, the best.
I did that on Saturday. Did some tacos. But, man, it sounds so good right now.
Just doesn't roll off the tongue. Taco Saturday.
It doesn't.
But it's a good thing for Saturday night dinner.
It is. I think tacos should be every night, to be honest.
I think I want to go to Mexico and have tacos and margaritas now.
Oh, man.
Okay, we still waiting for a couple drivers to grid.
That's correct.
I digress.
Enough about those tacos. Let's talk about racing.
So speaking of racing, coming up, we got the last round of the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series.
Hello.
And hello is right. I guess they didn't let him grid. They're just going to throw that green flag, let the hammer drop. With the sun setting in the background, the main event underway here from Crandon International Raceway. This is the iRacing short course. It looks like it's going to be Drapkin, Knupp, Prater, Heitritter. And who did I say the dark horse could be?
Zach Drapkin up in front. Look at that.
Could have been a Drapkin. Elliott Watson, there's your pick right up there in the front, too. Or one of yours.
And look at that. Ricky Johnson using his nose to get in on the inside of Luke. Like we've been talking, Ricky Johnson able to muscle his way up the field. This is definitely going to be his race as he goes side by side with Luke Knupp.
And I knew all these names we saw call. Ricky fought his way into the main event. Luke, of course, third fastest qualifier. He made it easy to get in there. Oliver Golding and Johnson.
3 wide into the corner. Allen and Ricky Johnson on the same line. Oh, trying to make some adjustments, but getting caught up there with Brody Graham.
Oh, little slap there. And who's that? Ampudia and Johnson. Oh,
ouch.
The seasoned desert youngsters. So for a tumble. Prater on the bumper of Watson now as he moves up. Drapkin still up front, letting the carnage unfold behind him.
Yeah, Drapkin got really lucky there. Elliott got caught up with Mason Prater and also Colton Burns trying to fight him for position, and that definitely slowed him down quite a bit. But look at that, Luke Knupp sending it to the inside.
Yeah, don't forget Luke lurking back there. When that young man is in the top 5, he could be dangerous to the people up front, meaning he's just going to weed through you, pick you off like a vulture, and do it cleanly.
Look at that. Luke Knupp getting around Colton Burns.
Burns and Knupp, a little bit of contact there. But look how he's so clean.
You know, so we've seen a huge improvement from Luke Knupp's driving. He's been fast, but he's been able to muscle. But now I think he's making a change to drive a little bit cleaner and still be fast out there on the track. It's pretty awesome to see that.
You got to be a surgeon, that's for sure.
Yeah. Look at that air.
You don't need to be the Punisher. You need to be the one who cleanly weeds his way through the competition there. Watson, though, still going in, but look at this. Burns and Heitritter. Heitritter with a slide job underneath Burns.
He came out of nowhere.
He had a lot of speed into that turn, slid right underneath him. Said, thank you very much, sir, for holding the door open. Watson and Prater toe-to-toe. Prater on the outside. Watson, but look at this. Knupp trying to slide up into that second slot. I'm sorry, the third slot. I've already forgot Drapkin. Why these guys are driving, fighting back there. Drapkin's pulling away.
Yeah, he's got a 2-second lead on these guys, and that is a huge lead. Oh, Elliott catching the K-rail just a tad bit. Luckily, nothing came of it.
I know Zach saying I had a tough weekend last weekend. I'm going to make up for it tonight.
Yeah, he's coming back with a passion.
And he's going to put a stamp on is what he wants to do here. Still not to that halfway mark.
Oh. Luke keeping it smooth and fast to the inside.
Lap 6 of 18 laps. 18 make up the distance here.
3 laps till the comp caution.
Yep, right at that 9 or a halfway mark. We're going to re-rack, restack. Drapkin does not want to hear that. But this battle back there with Prater, Knupp, and Watson. Knupp got by Watson. Watson holding on, has the bumper in his sights. Did I just see some bright orange bumpers back there, the Ethan Ebert?
Possibly. I just saw a battle between Holden Highrider, Colton Burns, and Brody Graham right now. Oliver Golding.
Or actually, I think I was wrong on that. It might have been Hardesty behind Graham than it was. I see Ebert's a little bit deeper in the field. Contact once again. Highrider, Burns, Watson, all elbowing each other as they chase down Drapkin, Prater, and Knupp. Approaching that halfway mark now, Rand.
That's correct. 1 lap to go before the comp caution comes out.
Big slide job underneath there. Highrider trying to take it around the corner.
Holden's got some speed behind him.
Yeah, that's how he got by in their earlier race.
There he goes again.
Yeah, Watson and him. Burns and Golding back there. Oliver right in the fight still.
All right, there we go. Yellow flag out.
There it is, the re-rack. Time to restack and run this to the checkered flags. So far, from what I've seen, been a real clean race now, Randall.
It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing.
It really is. It brings a tear to my eye. I'm dead serious.
Hold on, I'll get you a Kleenex or at least a box.
Whoa, Ricky Johnson trying to get some laps back. Same thing with Allen and Pudia. Looked like they did roll over during the that first half of the race. So it looks like race control is going to let them get back to lead lap.
And come back and tag the back of the field there.
Yep. Give you guys a quick overhead shot.
And you can see the dark areas of which the active short course of the track. Only thing over is the lower right corner as you're using the land rush start, which we saw.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we get going on the second half of this feature event, please do not forget to like and subscribe. Every little bit helps me out a bunch, and we are getting to 500 subscribers. And it's only been on like what, 2 months? So we've been leaping and bounds with everyone out here. So definitely appreciate you guys' support. But it looks like we are getting ready to go green.
So Ampudia and Johnson. Looks like Johnson down a full lap. Ampudia back on the lead lap.
Looks like... I wonder why they're holding it up. All right, here we go.
So Drapkin with the big bullseye on his back now. Everyone behind him's carrying that sledgehammer to hit that back bumper to get by him.
That is correct.
Either that or it's like the guy coming in the back door kicking it down with his big boot. Or they say in Canada, boot.
Hey.
Hey. So Drapkin, Prater, Knupp, Highrider, and Watson the top five, followed by Golding, Burns, Graham, Hardesty, Swain, Holcher, Lawrence, Cooper, Perfect, Ebert, Chiramani, and Ampudia, and Johnson bringing up the rear.
Look at that restart. Zap Drapkin up ahead. He's got to be careful for this corner. Someone's going to probably send it to the inside.
Knupp.
Oh, Mason Prater's got a good run.
Prater bounces off of him. Gives him a little shoulder back there. Drapkin takes the preferred liner, but he tries to lose. It looks like they're trying to nose around. A little bit of contact there. Second, third, fourth, fifth.
Luke Knupp finding himself in a battle for the front.
Is that Watson now? That's up in third, Knupp into second. Drapkin still in command.
Holden in fourth. Look at that move. Beautiful.
And look at this. Colton Burns right back in the fight himself. Prater back to sixth, though. A little bit of contact there.
And look at that. We have two teammates going at it right now. That's going to be Luke Knupp and Zach Drapkin, both racing for Ambush Esports.
Is that what it is now?
Yeah, they teamed up.
Did they change it again?
They did. Hey,
Come
man,
on, guys.
They're kids. they're picking their dodgeball team, all right?
Changing teams like they change underwear. At least I hope they do.
Look at that. Those guys racing side by side right now. Beautiful. But look at the battle in the back right now. Holden Highrider leading the pack. Elliott Watson right behind him.
Drapkin, though, feeling the pressure. And look at this. Knupp, Highrider, Watson. Burns comes in the picture. I see that pink machine of Ampudia starting to weave his way through the crowd.
He's trying to. Watson throwing a shoulder into Highrider there.
I think Highrider just going to throw him a shoulder right back again here.
That bump has been catching guys left and right now.
It's really unsettles these trucks.
Definitely does.
Oh, Watson into the wall with Highrider applying pressure.
That was definitely a hockey check if I ever saw one.
Or a Wisconsin reference would be like a block of cheese to a cheese grater.
Darren Hardesty getting a little tap from the side and rolling over. 3 wide around the corner into the finish.
5 laps to go. All out battle.
Yeah, for third, fourth place, they are going at it.
Well, Watson trying to hold on to that last spot on the podium. Knupp trying to pressure Drapkin into a mistake. Those two separated from the pack. Watson, he's got a whole lot of company with Highrider, Burns, Golding, all in his hip pocket.
Right there, did you see Knupp make that call?
Yep.
Beautiful choice there. Stay out of his teammates' line. Try and drive a different line and get to the inside of him.
Very smart driving.
Yep. Don't muscle past him. Use a little bit of craft to get around him.
The old adage, you can't drive through him, you got to drive around him.
Yep, and look at that.
Knupp with a good run there, preferred line. Drapkin able to keep his momentum up.
Back to the battle in the back. Oh, no.
Contact. Not going to affect Watson. Slides right off his nose.
Yeah, Watson catching Colton Burns sideways.
And I think that was Braden Chiramani too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
What a bummer for Braden.
Oh, it looks like Ethan Ebert rolling back onto the track, couple laps down. Oh, Elliott puts it too close to the wall.
You know what? Able to recover nicely, though. Does lose 3 positions. Then he's side by side trying to fight back for it.
Oh, no.
Watson like a pinball.
Look at that. He just jumps right back into the fray again.
Doesn't even stumble.
No. The speed behind him right now. It's crazy.
He just, it's undaunting how he just shakes it off.
Yeah. It's very rarely do you see a driver bounce back that fast.
Yeah. Not fazed by it one bit.
Oh, we have a change up in the front. We're going to go ahead and jump over to that.
Knupp gets by Drapkin now. And there's a little bump from Drapkin. Letting go Knupp, I can match your speed. Drapkin's going to look low. Knupp with the preferred line. He'll keep that position and momentum. Next time around will be the white flag, though, Randall.
That is correct. We will be 1 to go. Looks like Mason Prater getting some help out by one of the drivers on the track. Looks like he rolled over and turtled himself. good to see some good sportsmanship out there.
Wow, beautiful driving by both of these drivers, keeping their speed up. Almost like watching a drifting competition. But Drapkin's got to look for his own lines. And what he's doing now, he's changing his lines up to match Luke, where he needs to drove back to the lines he was driving before.
Now, I remember someone talking about setups before the race, and I believe Zach Drapkin does not actually have a setup tuned specifically for this track. So he's, I believe, driving off a stock setup or an old one.
I thought this was...
Oh, it's fixed.
Fixed.
You're right, it is fixed. My bad.
Okay. Not fixed like it's fixed, but like
fixed setups.
You can't change anything.
That's what it was. And
it's not like wrestling.
No.
And monster trucks.
All right, into the finish. Luke Canup, Zach Drapkin, now waiting for our third place. Holden Highrider.
Oh, contact.
And he sneaks by.
Oliver Golding pulled the rat. No, it's Holtrider.
It's Highrider.
Highrider, sorry. I thought Golding just pulled a rabbit out of his hat.
Oh, he was close. He was close.
It actually recorded him for a second there.
It did. Oh, Watson sending it. Well, congratulations to Luke Canup and Zach Drapkin bringing it in.
As they open up the donut shop.
What a race tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, look at that. Synchronized donuts. Now I'm hungry.
I didn't know they joined a swimming team.
Oh, that was a synchronized swimming joke.
It was. Just flew right over you.
No, it swam underneath me.
All right, let's post the results. All the way from Australia, Luke Canup, first place. Second place going to another Australian local, Zach Drapkin.
Are they Australian now? They're not New Zealanders, New Zealanders?
It's Australia and New Zealand, okay.
Oh, is
The New Zealander is Holden Highrider.
Good eye.
Good eye.
Throw some Vegemite on the bobby. Forget the shrimp.
Fourth place going to Oliver Golding. Fifth going to Keaton Swain. Elliot Watson taking sixth. Seventh going to Kyle Cooper. Darren Hardesty pulling in an eighth. Mikey Lawrence in ninth. And Ashton Perfect taking 10th.
Well, you just go all in Aussie. He had a wallaby of a time on the track. How about an Australian Walter Cronkite, or what is it?
Walter Cronkite?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll do that next round. We'll be Aussies. All right, let's get these guys into the booth. Ladies and gentlemen, our third place finisher for tonight, the 5-1-2 Holden Highrider. Welcome to the booth.
Thank you.
You had an insane run tonight. You're running extremely fast, but that whole race was a battle for you. Not much you can say about that. You were fighting back and forth with Oliver Golding, Colton Burns, Elliot Watson. How'd that feel out there?
Yeah, the race is for sure crazy. Didn't get the best of starts and just battled everyone all race.
Yeah, sorry about that. We had a
had a big old spider claw on my leg.
No, you had a great battle all race. It's kind of a bummer because you got caught up in that fight when you definitely had the speed to catch up to Zach and Luke since the beginning of that race.
Yeah, I feel like if I didn't get caught up in all those battles, I'd definitely be up there battling with Zach and Luke for the win.
No doubt about it. Now, now that you're up here in third, you've had a great run for the past two races. You're sitting still on the podium. Do you have any sponsors you want to thank for that?
Yeah, I want to thank AIM, PRP, Justice Brothers, Elite Esports, CBR, 92 Designs, and Sparko for helping me out and getting me up here on the box.
Definitely, man. Great job out there, and can't wait to see you race next week, and hopefully you can stay on that podium because I think you're on a very hot streak this week, or this week and this month.
Yeah, hopefully we can continue this luck streak.
You got it, man. Go get him.
Good job, Holden.
Thank you.
Well, Zach, it definitely was a great start to this race, but I'll tell you, the last couple laps were a fight for you. You got passed by Luke, your teammate, and you had to chase him down and all the way to the checkered flag.
Yeah, I got to say, that race was gnarly. I knew right off the bat having Luke next to me was going to be one heck of a race, but I knew that having me and him together now, working together, I know we have a pretty unstoppable team. We both know how to run. We're both probably the fastest guys on the circuit. We both can be fast and clean, and working together just makes it a pretty solid team, I think, right now.
Yeah, and I think also with the two, once you two broke away, and I think back there, Holden had his hands full back with Elliott and everybody for just fighting. Oliver was, probably one of the best races I've seen him do, fighting back. But when those guys were fighting back there, all of a sudden Zach starts to pull away, and that's when Luke slowly crept up on you.
Yeah, I gotta say, I was really hoping Elliott was gonna get on the podium. Then it would have been the Buggy guys 1 and 3.
Buggy dorks.
Buggy dorks. But I wish it was all. I wish everybody the best of luck for the podium. But definitely gotta say, practice took over here. I put my whole team, me, Braden, Darren, and Luke, all put hundreds of laps in doing this.
Awesome.
And we pulled something together, and I'm so happy right now. I would have liked the win. Luke had a better run. The guy, he's fast. You can't take that away from him. Towards the middle of the race, I'm like, I think if I was going to do it, I was going to do it in the last corner, but I got to settle for second. Right now we're going for a points race, and let's just say the points got shaked up there. I think me and Luke probably will take the lead in the points after watching. Actually, Holden got third. It'll be close,
Yep.
so I think we're going to be close, so it'll be cool to see. Yeah.
This might be the regular. We're starting to see the three fighting it out there, and actually the top 5 has been pretty consistent with you guys for sure. But want to say congratulations. I know you have some sponsors, some people that work with you, and also in real life. And I think this was a little redemption for last weekend.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a redemption from real life
Yeah.
and for the video game.
Yep.
I gotta thank
Let's
all
say
my
simulator.
It's a simulator.
It's a sim. I'm sorry. I'm hyped up.
That's awesome.
Let's start off with Signature Repellers. They're my back sponsor for the iRacing Short Course League. You can see the big red truck where Signature Repellers backed. Hill Marine, Redline Oil, Lawrence Equipment, FabTech, April and Dave Winter, Ambush Esports, CBR, all you guys, the announcer team, Timmy at Sign Pros for wrapping my buggy, Big O Tires, McDowell and Tempe, the whole Grinder team, 92 Designs for my game, Wrap, Sparko, iRacing Short Course, Pit Viper, Ultra Wheels, Ray's Energy Drinks, Rigid, Sparko, AIM, and all my teammates that back me. Lawrence Equipment as well. All my teammates, Braden, Luke, Darren, they all helped me out. We all fight for the best, and
Awesome.
we came out second place.
Good job.
That's awesome, man.
Thank you, guys.
You got it. Have a good night, man. We'll see you next week.
Yep. Peace out.
Luke, man, what an amazing run you had for sure. And you didn't start out front battling. You slowly sliced your way through that crowd.
Yeah, the lander start is so gnarly, and it's way different than real life because there's 20 trucks on the starting line, and I didn't have the greatest start. I got shuffled back till I feel like 6. I put my head down and just worked to the front. I knew I had my teammate out front. I'm leading, and he was pulling away. And then got my way up to third and for the yellow right on Mason's bumper. And right after the yellow, I knew I had to charge if I wanted a shot at Zach. And I got around, or there was a little bit of carnage, and I got around Mason. And me and Zach just started pulling away. And I made a textbook pass on Zach. Very good battles. I don't think we hit once. And that's how it should be out here.
Well, I know. I was going to say, I mean, you had Oliver Golding, Elliott Watson, Mason Prater, Holden Heitritter, and the way you went through them without actually, nobody got spun out. All of them kept racing. You just were like a little surgeon through there.
Oh, yeah. It was, I gotta admit, like, front battles were definitely really good for being at Crandon, and it's definitely good to see the progression with all the drivers, with cleaning up the driving, and it's definitely shown. We didn't have one caution except the mandatory yellow.
Yeah, you guys, I think, all killed it. You drove great, and you especially, because watching you through that pack, and then the way you slowly worked on Zach.
I don't know
good.
if it got on video, because I know the people behind us were battling pretty hard, but it was definitely some of the best battling I've had.
Well, at first we were like, we watched you go through there, then we watched you two start to run away. So we were focusing on that battle for third, and all of a sudden, bam, you got by him, and we just kind of missed it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely a great first race for our Ambush Esports team. We went 1 and 2 in our first race as a team, and then Braden unfortunately had some problems, and same with Darren. But either way, I want to thank Ultra Wheels, Raise Energy, Rigid Industries, Sparko, AIM, Signature Propellers, Lawrence Equipment, Death by Moose Media, 92 Designs, my team, Ambush Esports, and all my teammates, Braden, Zach, Darren, and then I don't know if I said iRacing Short Course for putting this league on, and Pit Viper.
Awesome. Luke Knupp, our winner.
Good job out there,
Luke.
man. See you next week.
Sure.
Well, Dave, that was an amazing race.
Epic round 3, I should say. Man, I was blown away at how clean everybody raced. Little contacts in the back, guys were fighting for it, but man, the battles that we just watched, and everybody pretty much in that front group who battled toe-to-toe, door-to-door, bumper-to-bumper, finished, and I was just amazed.
I couldn't say it better than that. It was awesome.
Well, another one in the books, my friend.
That's right. This is going to end round 3. Get ready for round 4, ladies and gentlemen, next week. I'll see you guys then. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, don't forget to subscribe and like. We will have a race on Sunday. That's going to be the Core Premier Series. And then on Monday, the Core Vintage. Tuesday, we're coming back with DXR. And then back to round 4 for iRacing Short Course on Wednesday. So don't forget to tune in. Check it out. And I'll see you guys Sunday.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.